CarniVLOG number 36. Okay, I am making this right now because I have a minute. I just brought all the kids home from church. Hallelujah, Wednesday night. They go to church. They practice for the Christmas performance. They have been practicing Jesus Loves You to sing on Sunday morning, and they get fed. Fantastic. They're there from 5 to 6:45, and I have enough time to run to Walmart and just take care of a bunch of Walmart stuff. I'm making this now because I just sent them all in the door to put away laundry, get on pajamas, etc., etc., etc. Plus, I want to go ahead and make this because, so yes, I have a moment. Not a very long moment. Mary just came out here and told me that Clara pulled her pants down and made her moon the boys. Clara will be in big, big trouble if she ever does that again. That's a big no-no. Clara pulled Mary's pants down in front of the boys and made her moon them. Anyways, enough about that. I also wanted to go ahead and make this while this stuff is fresh on my mind. I've texted it to myself. It's piling up. I have pictures on my phone piling up. I want to share and show, a show and tell, if you will. Also, I took a shower today, and so I want proof that every once in a while I do shower. Look, I even experimented with a different hairstyle, if you will. Okay, enough about that. All right, here we go. Very quickly, sober time. I'm still loving this app. This app is like, I just think of a rope. A rope, yes, but there was another analogy I was going to share with you all. If I think of it, I will. But I think of a rope with little knots in it, and you just have to grab each knot and pull yourself along. And at the beginning of this app, I talk about this app in my Janelle video, and I think in my last CarniVLOG. No, this is 36. It would have been 34. I think that's where I talked about. I really like this app. So at first you get little badges, and the first badge is for 5 minutes. So it's like grabbing that next little knot on the rope. And then the next one is after 1 hour. And then the next one is 1 day, and then 3 days, and then 5 days, 7 days. I'm on day 10. Now, again, holy moly, how many times am I starting over? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many times you fall down. It matters how many times you get back up. And every single time you get back up, you just learned something. So I have learned that I don't need avocados. I don't know. Clearly, this is why I'm vlogging. Clearly, this is why. Life is a process. Let's process it together. Am I right? I'm just learning as I'm going. But the key is going. Let's keep going. That's what I say to you guys all the time. I say that so often when I email or write letters or send packages or whatnot. I say, let's keep going, right? Let's just keep going. So I'm 10 days right now. Okay, Erin, E-R-Y-N, little kitty cats on her profile picture. Erin, you're so sweet. We just always have positive interactions. And I was just emailing with her, and she was asking how it's going. I said, it's going really well. I said, I'm going to vlog about it soon, but it's kind of getting on my nerves. Where was I? 10 days. I told her, I said, I'll vlog about it someday, but I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to get this out there so I can not be storing up pictures and thoughts that I have to keep organized. Okay, so I'm on day 10 of beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. But not just beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. I'm also now on day 3 or 4, I don't even know, of really purifying this, getting all the plants out of my diet. And I've heard Dr. Chafee say this diet, this way of eating is as much, it's really not even so much what we're eating, but what we're not. So we're not ingesting poison, and plants are toxic and poisonous. I want to report that I am feeling so good. Even when I'm feeling bad, I'm feeling good. I'm in the bed every other day dealing with some form of withdrawal or vertigo. I had to do the Epley maneuver several times. I think I about got it right. Anybody, vertigo, where you turn your head left or right and then your eyes, nastasis or something? Something like that. I might be getting that in my yeast infection medicine mixed up. Let me look it up. I don't have a yeast infection. I just have yeast infection medicine. And the word reminds me of when your eyes go back and forth. Hold on. Aha, that's better. I figured it out and I got that. I was not liking that little house on the prairie look. Better. Nystagmus. Nystagmus is when your eyes go back and forth, because you have crystals in the tubing of your ears. Think about a milk jug, the handle, you get a little crystal built up in the handle. It's teeny tiny little tubes in your ears. And when that crystal, normally the liquid only moves in the tubes of your ears when you move. But if you have a crystal stuck in there, it will move and then it makes you think you're moving and your eyes go back and forth, nystagmus. Nystatin is the yeast infection medicine that it's for rashes, and I have to use it every once in a while because I've had 5 C-sections. But please, can we stop talking about yeast infections? Let's move on. Okay, so I've been feeling bad. Withdrawal from sugar. In the bed, I think one day, because I just quit decaf coffee cold turkey. Again, you might feel fine on plants because you're on them. No offense. I mean, look, if I told Audrey the other day, she said, I'm not ready to give up coffee. I said, don't. If you feel fantastic, don't. Do not. I'm just extremely sensitive, and I am feeling so good getting off these things. It's mental. I feel so free. It's so simple. I just went to Burger King and got burger patties and bacon and water, ice water. I'm loving this. It's like, I kept hearing Dr. Chafee say, the last 5% makes 95% of the difference. And I could see that. I could see that where it's like the final few strings attached. Houston lost a tooth during basketball practice Friday night. He lost another tooth the next day when he was eating an apple. I've never actually had a kid. I'll share that. I'll share it here. I've never actually had a kid lose a tooth in an apple. Like, it just sort of seems like something you hear off TV. But no matter how wiggly that tooth was, it wasn't going to come out until that final string broke. That's what this feels like. It feels like the final few strings that were attached that I'm just free from. Which leads me to tell you, here's an update. I'm not having cravings. Yes, like I said, some withdrawal, but like I was telling Karen, I love it. I love it. I want to get through this once and for all and be on the other side of this. I'm not having cravings. I do have temptation every once in a while. I'll show you some pictures. The kids had banana ice cream the other night, just frozen bananas and milk. Remember all the bananas we used to eat on Brightline Eating? And I would blend them with milk and peanut butter and then sprinkle all that Uncle Sam's flour-free cereal all up. I was so tangled up with sugar and flour. No, with carbohydrates, not sugar and flour. Yes, sugar. Bananas are so sugary. In fact, my kids get 2 sugar flowers a day. Sometimes we just go ahead and call it poison. You get 2 poisons a day. So when you think of it like poison, do you want a small or do you want a large? Well, if you're going to drink poison, let's have a small, right? Let's drink less poison. via ices. I'm thinking about ices. But the other day they had banana ice cream, and we counted that as one of their sugar flowers. We counted that as one of their desserts for the day because bananas are so sugary. So I'm just happy to report 10 days of this more pure beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. I'm still aiming for very high fat, but today was the first day I actually wanted protein. I noticed this. Normally I've vlogged on here. I don't want the protein without the fat. I'm like, I will go back home to get my butter to cover these burger patties in butter. And I didn't want it today. I had half a stick of butter earlier with a meal, but then I just could tell I didn't want the high fat today. And I'm going to listen to that. I think my body will probably want to have some days that are leaner than others. So anyways, no cravings. Yes, temptations, but that's a very different deal. All right, here's something. So the Sober Time app, I will show you pictures of how you earn these badges, and then I turn it into my home screen. I use a little app to make the picture smaller so that there's white space so that I can put all the apps. If I just use the badge, then that picture would be like blown up on my phone and you'd only be able to see the center of it. Anyways, that's going really good. Cravings, no. Temptation, yes. Withdrawal, yes. Extra motivation, I want to model for my children. Sticking with something, being steadfast. They have watched me drag myself through and try to drag some of them through diet after diet after diet after diet after diet. And I just want them to see that this is different. This is not, like Dr. Chafee says, so much about what we're eating, but what we're not eating. This is really, when it comes down to it, it's just about not consuming any poison. It's pretty great. That alone is just pretty great. It just makes really good sense. And one thing I think it's healthy for all of us to keep in mind is that this obesity epidemic, this horrible heart disease epidemic, all this diabetes, all these epidemics, this is relatively brand new in the span of human history. And it can just be traced back to really the explosion of these illnesses and diseases was with the industrialization of food. So all this processed non-food. You know, I told Greg, I said, my goodness, there might be some kind of like civil war breakout. I don't know. I'm not worried about it, but you know, let's just say extremes. Let's say zombie apocalypse, right? Just extreme. I don't know. Well, there are going to be people that, you know, survival of the fittest. I think we would sort of cycle back around to a much more what our ancestors ate, which is going to be meat and water. And all these people struggling with all these diseases that, oh, you guys, it's mind-boggling. I have a lot of laundry to fold, so I just put these earbuds in and I listen to these videos, people talking about the influence that a lot of people have, the influence that universities have on doctors, the influence that, of course, social media and marketing, but we're being fed, figuratively speaking, well, the people wanting to make money see us as the consumers that we are. And obviously, our health is not their priority. So I just was telling Greg, I said, you know, things might come full circle here. This might really catch on, and there might be a select few that realize that there are ways to not kill yourself with what you eat. And it's very simple. Don't ingest all the poison. And the first step is to become aware of what the poison is. Sugar and flour, plant toxins. Broccoli has over 200 different Brussels sprouts have something like 200 different carcinogens in them. Chocolate, beans, potatoes, all these things have oxalates. And all of that stuff breaks us down. So if we switch from eating foods that instead of break us down, build us up, I'm pretty confident that I would be on the winning side of a civil war. Because I have a bunch of moo-moos in my backyard. We have cows and water. And that would do it. I just thought of the analogy I wanted to share. As I was driving down the road today, I thought about doing this with our diet is so much more than just cutting out the bad stuff. It's the difference between we were consuming poison, lots of it. Maya Angelou, when you knew better, you did better. We're doing better now. We were consuming poison, and we've quit consuming the poison. But we haven't just quit consuming the poison. Now we're consuming nutrition. That's like the difference between jumping out of an airplane, and going from jumping out with a concrete block. Yes, it'd be better to jump out with no concrete block, but instead we're jumping out with a parachute. So I'm convinced that if we stick with this, we're going to see pretty awesome, amazing results. Like a lot of people already have. There's so much anecdotal evidence to this, not to mention lots and lots and lots of an increasing amount of science and research behind it, not just anecdotal. But that's why I want to model this for my kids and recognize that in the span of human history, this craziness of our diet being what it is so recent. And it might be a blip on the radar for a lot of people. I'm so grateful to be 42 and not 92 figuring this out. Esther 4:14, perhaps you were created for such a time as this. We're very fortunate to be able to start figuring this out. This has been really just 100, if not 75 years of poisoning ourselves. And it makes sense to me that it would all kind of come full circle and more people would realize that a diet full of processed foods, sugar, flour, and plants, lots of them, is a diet of deterioration, of decomposition, of death and decay. Okay, one more thing. When you are the problem. So a side effect, a benefit, a bonus of putting on these big, giant fake nails has been that I cannot claw at my shins like I usually do out of habit. When I'm laying in bed, when I am sitting on the toilet, I just lean forward and I'm just clawing. And Greg's like, stop clawing at stop. I'm just like, scratch. Okay, it's like patches of eczema. I can put steroid cream on it. I've been dealing with this for a while. It just kind of comes and goes and it flares up. But I have been making it worse. Unexpectedly, I put these big nails on and now I cannot do that. And guess what? My legs look better than ever. They're basically healed up. And I thought, well, isn't that interesting? I kept thinking I was having a problem because I had eczema. Well, I do have eczema, but the problem was me. And I just want to say that that really does apply to our journeys with addiction. Yes, we have addicted brains. Yes, we're dealing with addictions. But they will settle down if we will leave them alone. So that's my CarniVLOG. I will share lots and lots of beef, butter, bacon, and egg pictures at this point. I'll show you something about Houston's tooth and pictures of my Sober Time app. But that's it. I just wanted to share that I'm on day 10, very motivated to get my next medal, my next milestone, badge, whatever it's called. And I think that's at day 14 and then day 20. And then, so these knots on the rope keep getting further and further apart. But I'm making my way through these tough couple weeks. And like I said, every time I feel bad, I feel good. Because I want to get through it. We're not going to go around it. We have to go through it. And you know, I've often said it is a blessing when things get bad enough. And I think things are getting bad enough right now with, especially in the United States, our overall health. I think things are getting bad enough that we're doing something about it. And we're trying something new. And we're saying, I don't know if this is going to work, but I know for sure that didn't. And many of us can narrow so many things out because we've been trying to lose weight for decades. It's really a matter of swapping the concrete block for the parachute. Am I right? All right. That's it. I thought 15 times throughout this, I just want to stop talking, delete it, and be done. And just go in and not vlog and not share my life. But I'm happy to. And I love you all. And I know you're traveling with me. So let's keep going. Deal? Comment down below. Audrey, help me out, girl. Help me out. I'm going to make a buck on this channel. I'm kidding. I'm not. Comment down below and tell me deal with a fist bump. Let's keep going. All right. That's it for tonight. 7:41. I'm going to go put a bunch of people to bed. I love you dearly. We'll talk again soon. Bye. Okay, I'm stringing pictures and videos together. Two things. You're going to hear me say, if Burger King knew how much bacon these people were giving away, they would not be in business long. No, it's probably more like if they don't find out, they might not be in business long because they hooked me up with some bacon. So much bacon that I have bacon left over to feed my 2 teenage boys in the morning. So, go me for not eating all the bacon. If it were hot and crispy, I probably would have, but it's cold and chewy. Also, I did try brown butter. That is in my high-fat carnivore playlist. Dr. Lisa Wiedemann has a great video on how to make it. Audrey, it was interesting. I'm willing to try it again, but I'm definitely going to make it with no salt butter. And I love salted butter, but this is extremely salty when you brown butter it. I'll make it with unsalted butter, and then I'll sprinkle a little flaky salt on top. But here's my report. I ate 2, almost 3 little pieces of it, and I was sick to my stomach until like, this was at like 9 o'clock at night, until like noon the next day. It was kind of gross. I don't know. It sort of sounds good right now. I might go give it another try. I just wanted to report that it's a little bit nauseating. I guess so. It's like intense, concentrated butter. What is that? Clarified? I don't even know what all that means. Clarified butter? I don't know. Where there's no more lactose in it. I don't know. It was easy to make, very fun to make, and very cute. And maybe if I were having some kind of like hankering, like craving, especially, you know, PMSing. Sorry, more. I'm not sorry. PMS is a real thing. You know, it might just be the perfect thing, but I wanted to report, I did try it, and it made me feel like I was gonna, it's just like not, like literally sick to my stomach for like 18 hours. I don't know. That's it. Bye. The kids are eating vanilla ice cream with little peppermint spoons. Vanilla ice cream and peppermint. Oh, that sounds disgusting. Yeah, right, it sounds delicious, but, oh, let me see. Isn't that cute? Those spoons are actually like for hot cocoa, huh? But we used them for vanilla ice cream. Yum. Okay, instead I am having steaks. Get out of here, sugar. Get out of here. Steaks, butter, egg, coffee, and a Perrier water. Okay, Houston, how many teeth have you lost now? Yesterday and today. Let me see. Look at that. Now, just your front teeth are in the middle.
Are they both on plastic? Yeah, they're both the same teeth. How did you
All right,
look,
there it is.
Weird. These two would wrinkle at the same time.
Yeah.
These two.
You know why? Because they're on the same schedule. Your 2 front teeth came in the same time when you were a baby, and then those 2 little teeth came in the same time, so they're the same age. They're ready to come out the same time.
Christmas tree. This is a little Christmas thing.
An ornament?
Yeah, an ornament.
Cute. All right, let's go to a football game. Houston, good work. gonna have to take this to go pick up the kids. Yum. I'm so proud of Mary. I'm making a video real quick. I'm so proud of Mary because what did you just now put in the trash?
Dumb old ice cream.
Dumb old ice cream. She was eating a big bowl of ice cream but saw everybody else eating eggs and decided she didn't want her ice cream anymore. So we dumped it down the drain. There it is. There it is. Ice cream with chocolate syrup. She dumped that down the drain so that she could get in on this egg party. Party! Party!
I could get some eggs.
What? What?
She said, when he said I can get some eggs.
That's right. Okay, you already ate your eggs, didn't you?
Yeah.
How were they? Delicious. And what are you putting on yours?
Red crushed pepper.
Crushed red pepper. A little spicy.
We'll pour the whole thing in your mouth and see it. See that it's not spicy.
All right, I'll make your eggs now. All right, Claire, what do you call these kind of eggs?
Pop eggs.
Pop eggs. Okay, go for it. Pop. Did I do good?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The best tail.
I think these are called over easy, over medium. I don't know. So good.
Good and hot.
Good and hot. Very good. It's good for a cold day. After school snack. Very good after school snack. What? Oh, you found it. What's the matter?
Betsy kept jumping on me and scraped my back.
Ooh.
That's okay.
What'd you find? An antler? Charlie probably left that. You all gonna ride your bike for a minute?
Hey, guys, have you seen the school in Charlie's bedroom? That's the school that Charlie, we hunted this year and we took off and we don't have a school. Get it up! It's in his room.
Hey, take those antlers back outside. I'm at Burger King. I just came here for the first time. I wasn't sure if they would sell me burger patties. They said yes, they would. I ordered 2 burger patties and 2 sides of bacon, and all I got was a giant box of bacon. I will say, I like how they do their bacon. but there's no burger patties to be found. I gotta run back in there. Much better. There's my 2 patties and there's my dessert, and I'm kind of cracking up. If they knew how much bacon these people were giving away, I don't think this Burger King would last long.